Welcome to the Crossroads Sports Radio Show, episode number 415. I'm your host, Brandon Reef, joined always by my co-host, Jonathan Birdsong. JB, how are you?
Doing all right, man. Doing all right. Back to our regular Wednesday scheduled time
Been a
slot.
while.
You know what I'm saying? It's been a while. I know Brandon Reef been getting stopped on the street about Crossroads Sports. That's how, you know what I'm saying, the grassroots, you know what I'm saying, the show has kind of become, man, and it's great. It's great when people kind of remember the show being on Wednesday. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Brandon Reef, me and Brandon Reef say lights, camera, action, whether it's Sunday or Tuesday or Wednesday or homies with the homies on the
I
Game
think when
Time
we
Network.
originally started, wasn't it a Sunday night
I think it's yeah, it was, it
or
was,
a
it
or a
was.
Monday night? I thought we
Yeah, that's the audio. But like, nah, man,
400
doing pretty well.
episodes ago.
Yeah, doing pretty well after you know what I'm saying, so many folks I didn't talk to in the last 36 hours or so. But nah, man, it's all football. If anybody tuning in tonight, kind of thinking that I'm gonna chime in about basketball, you know, it's probably not gonna be tonight. You know what I'm saying? Other than Brandon House gonna sneak one in. Why is Butler and IU playing in an exhibition? I don't understand it. That's the way I like. That's the money game. Like they're playing an exhibition game, like just to see what I don't know, man. But like it seems like something. But like
Everybody's
that's
doing that
probably like
now,
the only
John.
back
Purdue's got a bigger one.
who they got this year. Who they got
UConn.
this year? That's
Exhibition against UConn.
it's a lot of money, man. I mean, I know the networks, and you know, we don't even tap into like the exhibition games like that, man. Like it's
Mhm.
not a you talk about bubble game. That's a bubble game. You know what I mean? But like no, man, it's a football night. You know, college football, NFL. We got to definitely talk about Aaron Rodgers and his double bird salute and like all the controversy on ESPN. And we'll get into that. I know for sure. But you know, where you want to start it tonight?
Yeah, I want to thank our sponsor, Scott K. Nichols, State Farm Insurance, helping power the show. Without Scott, one of our main guys, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. And so shout out to that. I think I want to dive right into uh, let's dive into the NFL. Let's start there. I had two things NBA, but it's not a basketball night, as John said. So uh I want to go to the NFL, John, and I want to start out with the Indianapolis Colts. Colts are up here, Grand Park, John. Practices are continuing. By the way, my God, there's a video of Mike Tomlin at the tomorrow's the Hall of Fame game for the NFL. So there's a video of him like doing a selfie video before he has his debut tomorrow. So that's nuts. But the Colts, I saw Anthony Richardson throwing John and even some snaps, and he was fumbling. He fumbled 4 snaps out of like 6 or 7 of one possession. Uh,
Yeah, that's not good.
it's not good. It's not great. Not great.
Yeah,
But
that's not good.
Indianapolis wise, you're Chris Ballard. You're going in probably into your final year where it's going to be do or die. You said make the playoffs or you're gone. Daniel Jones coming back from his injury. Um, Great when he was healthy. Obviously, it fell off the wagon when he wasn't.
Yeah,
You've got a running back looking for a contract. A little more clarity with it, I think, with Bijan getting 3 years, $75 million extension. Jahmyr Gibbs is probably going to be the next one to get a deal here shortly. And then Jonathan Taylor. If you're Chris Ballard and all this is on the table, do you just say screw it and pay Jonathan Taylor that amount because you're trying to save your butt?
I don't even understand why the world went crazy because they gave Bijan, you know what I'm saying, 3 years. I like what is real, like money's not even real in the NFL anymore. So, you know what I'm saying, the 3 years, you know, Bijan has put in the work coming off his rookie. Jonathan Taylor's put in the work coming off his rookie. Um, very rarely will we see, you know what I'm saying, play. It's a possibility of it, you know, if he doesn't necessarily get the numbers that he's looking for, but that'd be an off-season thing. Um, you know me, Brandon, man. You pay the best. You mentioned Anthony
Jay,
Richardson. You
John,
you
you're
don't have
cutting
any.
out pretty bad right now.
Emma. Okay, all right. We'll try
Yeah,
again.
you're
What
cutting
was
out
that?
and freezing the whole thing. back to the olden days. So while John gets that taken care of, let me fix my screen here. That way I can see when he gets back in. No, man, when you're Chris Ballard, you got obviously Jonathan Taylor is probably the most productive player you have on this team offensively. Um, 3 years, 75 million for Bijan. Taylor's getting up there, but I think you still pay it. I think you look at a 3-year. See what John says. I'm gonna say it's probably gonna be roughly. Colts are dumb enough to probably go 3 years, 80 mil, to be honest, or 78 million. I guarantee they are.
Why
John,
not?
are you there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, let's try that. I'll be coming in
3
good
years,
audio.
80 mil, or 3 years, 78 mil. You see the Colts doing that? Because I do.
Just because Jonathan Taylor just a little bit, why not? You know what I'm saying? Again, both of them are league leaders and leaders, and when it comes to like yardage, you know what I'm saying? Put in the last 2-3 seasons. Like I said, older, a little bit more wear and tear, but no, what is money ain't even real in the NFL.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, you're still cutting a little bit. Maybe this will be better, hopefully.
Let's see.
Indy's got they here's what I always like. I always love when they have the joint practices. And next week they've got their first joint practice going out to Foxborough uh, to play on the Patriots. Thoughts on that? Going to the Evil Empire.
It better just look good. That's all I would say. It just needs to look good. They have hopes for their secondary. They got hopes for the secondary. They got hopes that the secondary is better. And if the secondary is better, then the interior, the pass rush, what they're, I guess, analytically looking for, will get there. The guys just don't splash. They haven't splashed this yet at pass rush for the Colts. We know this. So they've kind of bankrolled. We know they spent 2 first rounders and getting the secondary improved. That kind of fell apart last year, especially with, you know what I'm saying, with the facility injuries that they had. So they're expecting, you know what I'm saying, big time returns out of their secondary this year to get the, you know what I'm saying, to hold teams. If you know what I'm saying, Daniel Jones is a little slow out the gate, to hold teams that, you know what I'm saying, under a certain number. You know what I'm saying? There's no really shutting down anybody's air raid in the NFL. Everybody knows this, right? But yeah, that's the culture, you know what I'm saying, really banking on their secondary to really show improve this year.
Okay. Okay. Tell me if you've heard this before. Mike Evans with another hamstring injury.
You know, they got a lot of controversy, man, down there in Tampa Bay with Baker Mayfield. And Brandon Reeves said last week before Baker Mayfield, well, no, it's kind of at the same time that Baker Mayfield will probably be that bridge to the bridge, potentially for the Pittsburgh Steelers, maybe for another team, you know what I'm saying? But he feels like he's worth more than what Tampa Bay Bucks offered him. Did they low? I don't know. I don't even know what they offered him. Did they lowball him? You know, he's making $39 million now. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers probably still have residue of like this dude played for like how many teams before he, you know what I'm saying, before we rescued him and repaired that shit. Was it 4 teams? 5 teams? I don't want to go Stone Cold Steve Austin on him. Like, was it 4 beers? 5, you know, it says 4 stunners, 5 stunners, 3 stunners. So like, no, I think it was like 4 teams. But so, you know, there's a divorce happening there. And this is with, you know, from a dangerous Buccaneers team. They're dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily nothing nobody's going to be fearful of, but you know what I'm saying, Super Bowl wise. But it sounds like the breakup is imminent. They'll probably let the homie play out this contract and then let him walk.
Well, I'm glad you, ladies and gentlemen, that's the Buccaneers minute from Jonathan Birdsong. I'm glad you talked about the Bucks, but I asked about Mike Evans and that hamstring only because he doesn't play for the Bucks, John. He plays for the 49ers.
Did he get? Oh, that's right. Damn, he got moved.
That's why I asked about the 49ers and that Mike Evans. You give me a whole Bucks
That's
spiel.
Right. He got moved. Well, they got enough of their own controversy as well. He was supposed to be the veteran. You know what I'm saying? He was supposed to be the veteran to help back up everything. They got a young youth core, man. San Francisco, if the coach can get back out there as far as the controversy that he is, you know what I'm saying, with the DWI or whatever. Sounds like he's gonna miss a couple games or whatever. Is it the offensive coordinator that took over? He's fired up about it. Or the defensive coordinator is gonna take over for the first couple of weeks. He's fired up about it. Shame on me for forgetting Mike Evans. I got you know what I'm saying, move teams. But like, nah, man, that's probably that's one of the most resilient teams in the league, man. Mike Evans was there to help them, you know what I'm saying, weather the storm. So if he's, you know what I'm saying, he's experiencing, you know what I'm saying, rubber hamstrings already, by when they need him, I think he'll be available.
You ready for me to make all these people going crazy?
About what?
Well, I've got my division winners and my wild card teams.
You have oh man, we about to get in trouble. Go ahead.
So they're up on the banner. I've got the AFC North. I've got the Steelers coming back and winning the division. I mean, winning the division last year. I just do not trust this Baltimore team. They got a new coach as well.
Yeah.
So Jesse Minter, I believe it is, unproven as a head coach yet. What's Lamar going to hang? How many games is Lamar going to play? Somebody told me he's going to play them all today. I said, get out of here. We're looking maybe 11, 12 with the way he plays.
Yeah.
Now, maybe this offense will change with this new coach, but I've got the AFC North going to the Steelers. I've got the South going to the Texans this year. Last year it was the Jags. Yeah, Evans always struggles with soft tissue injuries. Yeah, he does, Justin. I don't know what it is with those. I got the Texans winning the South. Jaguars last year 13-4. I think was the surprise of the division. The Colts obviously starting out 8-0, but I think Houston gets a bounce back here. I think they get healthy. They get their wide receivers back from being hurt. CJ Stroud, another year under his belt. I don't know what to expect with the Jaguar squad this year. I think they can be good, but do we trust Trevor Lawrence again to have a back-to-back good year? Colts, I'm looking at a 7-9. I don't think they improved the team. I really don't. I see nothing that improves their team. They got rid of a lot on defense. They got rid of the awesome offense. Michael Pittman, you got Daniel Jones. Can he be a proven guy here? Let's see. Hopefully he can be for a full season. I just don't trust. And I think Tennessee's improved. I think they will improve this year. The Titans, maybe 5-6 wins for Tennessee this year. Out of the East, I got Buffalo coming back, regaining the division over the Patriots this year. First, New England takes a little step back. They ain't gonna be as good as they were last year. I don't personally think so.
Record-wise, maybe.
Yeah, record-wise. I got the Kansas City Chiefs. This is probably the one. I think the Chargers, I got them as a wild card. I think they can give Kansas City a push, and even Denver, really. Bo Nix coming back from his injury. They've got a great defense. I think we'll see a lot there. I should put 3T between the Broncos and the Chargers because that's probably where they're probably going to be together. And then wild cards, Ravens. I think Baltimore still gets into the playoffs. Talented squad there. They just paid Zay Flowers 4 years, $140 million. I think yesterday. So I got Ravens as a wild card, Patriots the other wild card, and then the Chargers. Over on the NFC side, Lions. I got the Lions taking back the NFC North. Obviously, Chicago not on my list, John. I know Bears fans are going to be pissed off at me. You got to take somebody off the list. You got to take somebody off. So, unfortunately, it was Chicago. But I think still they have a pretty good. I think they have a decent season. Some bounces and breaks they had last year, I don't think go their way this year. That's why I got the Packers as the wild card team. Packers had that. Stop with how Lamar plays. Hey, I'm just saying, Justin, all it takes is one for him to get landed upon wrong or a hip tackle, and that could be the end of it. He says Chiefs will finish third in that division behind the Chargers. You trust Justin Herbert a hell of a lot more than I do. And we've gone circle with our other guys on Justin Herbert.
With Hoffman and Justin Herbert.
So I think Packers there is your wild card team coming in. Bears would be third. And then I got New Orleans. Just because I like what what they're doing down there, putting that team together. They were hot towards the end of the season last year. Tampa Bay,
Okay. Wow.
what a way to get knocked out of the playoffs, going to the playoffs last year to win the division, the way they struggled, and it just fell apart there that last week against Carolina. And
Yeah.
how about the fact you talked about it? There's drama down there with the quarterback. There's drama with Vita Vey. There's another secondary player that's complaining down there. I'm concerned about that, and the fact they kept the coach after a disaster failure like that. They decided to keep the coach, so I can't trust the Buccaneers this year. And Baker obviously is going to play for another contract, but we have something blocking our list. What's blocking our list? I don't see. Justin says something's blocking it.
Was blocking it.
I
You
don't
getting
know.
baller blocked?
What's blocking it, Justin? Let me know. I'll move some stuff around if I need to. So yeah, I got the Saints, and then the East is obviously going to go through the Eagles. I think they're still going to be up there with the prime that they've been over the last few years.
They've removed some of their, you know what I'm saying, noisy thorns in the locker room. So
100%, yeah, they have. And then I've got the Rams coming out of the West, and then wild cards, Seahawks. Aaron Donald, by the way, did his tryout today for the Rams, so he'll easily be signed by tomorrow. Seahawks in the
that's
wild
just
card, and man, it took a lot for me to put them in there as the second wild card team, but it shows a yard. I don't know what he's talking about. It shows a yard.
You got what?
I've got the Cowboys
winning the East.
No, I got them.
Oh, making the wild card.
Yeah. Justin, I don't know what you're watching on, man. I'm looking at the Facebook feed right now, and it's got everything perfect on there, and just our commentary, no songs playing. So I don't know what he's talking about.
I don't know. We'll figure it out. Post
I don't
production.
know. Yeah, but yeah, I can't trust the Cowboys, John. But I got them in the playoffs. I shook my head 3 times when I was putting them in.
They have enough on all sides. Schottenheimer, the coach, you know what I'm saying, had his baptism of fire with the media, has his baptism of fire. You should know, you know what I'm saying, the temperature of his football team, what they can and can't do. You got one more year, Dak, MVP level capabilities that he can put together. So there's no reason why the Cowboys can't. I know everybody wants them to be able to rush like it was the glory days of Emmitt Smith. But I don't. They just run too much. You know what I'm saying, with the ride outs and their tight end, and you know what I'm saying. Like I said, you got Dak throwing, so you're not necessarily they're never gonna get no Emmitt Smith level. You know what I'm saying, running back out of that bunch unless they make some kind of super duper trade. Defense for them should be as well pretty solid as well, man. So there's no quick. Brandon, I want to go back. We got to talk about this. We got to talk about this Pittsburgh Steelers thing. You got the Pittsburgh Steelers winning. I don't know about that, Brandon. About winning the AFC North. The quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers the last 2 seasons has a 6.7 yards attempt per average. The last 2 seasons.
Still won the division.
He seems the division fell apart. That's terrible. That's and we can talk about that.
You
too.
play the cards that you're dealt, are you not?
This is true. Harbaugh's gone out of the division. And so
the
is
Browns coach is gone.
Yeah, man, but like you still got to put it all out on the field, Aaron Rodgers. And I think we're coming into the season just a little distracted, especially when we double burden and calling out folks that ain't got nothing to do with the game. What are you gonna do, Aaron Rodgers? Like this is your last farewell. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
tour.
Man, that's the only time he's gonna talk to the media all year. So he wanted to get it all out there.
Is that right?
That's what he says.
Is that right? Well, you mean in that regard? Like
I read a thing that said that NFL executives and ESPN execs are worried that if the Steelers get to the Super Bowl, that Rodgers is going to all this new media that they're going to have for ESPN having their first Super Bowl, and they're going to big league them.
Well, I don't. That's a possibility. Okay, but you know what I'm saying, the Steelers are going to have to run the ball down everybody's throat to get to the Super Bowl, Brandon. And I don't necessarily think they got the staff to do that.
What do you think of the Bengals? I think Bengals will give a formal effort. I do.
what is the quarterback? Is he gonna wind himself into 12 wins, Brandon? He seems like the only one that wants to play, but the team knows his body at some point is going to break or fail.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna never question Joe. I'm not gonna never question Joe Burrow's arm talent. I'm really not gonna question his leadership capability. It's just kind of his body's kind of failed him the last couple of seasons.
Right.
Regardless of the team not having a good defense, regardless of the team, you know what I'm saying, was happening out there wide out with him. It's because his body fails, man. So I would have them. This is a put up, shut up for a lot of teams, man. This is definitely the Bengals are definitely in that category. Because if he gets hurt again, missing chunk of the season, do they trade Joe Burrow?
No. Not with that contract. You can't.
A crazy team like Minnesota would they absorb whatever. They absorb it. They'll take it. And I don't know. Atlanta would too, I think. But
Atlanta's got their own issues right now. They have a logjam at quarterback.
A logjam of quarterback that they wish they could just piece apart the guys to make a Frankenstein's monster of a starter, right? Tua Tagovailoa and Penix Jr. Both with, you know what I'm saying, yeah, different styles of quarterback, good, but still very injury prone.
Are we looking at week 4, Fernando Mendoza being the starting quarterback out in Las Vegas?
That's not no, Brandon. There was good communication about Fernando Mendoza being a capable enough quarterback to play in the NFL, but again, there's a learning curve. So I don't think week 4 is I don't think that's going to happen.
You don't think so?
What's
the issue?
We got to get more plays into the brain, man. The NFL is just a little bit faster game, right?
Well, I mean, a perfect person to get him ready was Cignetti, right?
So the NFL is a little bit faster game, and that's just not necessarily a national. Cignetti did leapfrogging from, if you think about it, you know what I'm saying, put it from California, you know what I'm saying, he was on nobody's radar, jumped to Indiana, they had the dream season, and there you go. Everybody loves Fernando. But the NFL, Brandon, did he even really have 2 full seasons of real, like in California, like Brandon Reef, go back to the audios that we were talking, we never talked about this kid. So just a little more seasons on that ice cream, you know what I'm saying, on that cupcake. He needs a little bit more, you know what I'm saying, frosting. So of course, eventually, but he's got to get some wiggles, side to side, don't throw away, not take no hit, all those things. So I don't think week 4.
Miami Dolphins, what are you expecting with them?
Controversy.
They got rid of the coach. They got rid of the quarterback. What's left? They got rid of the wide receiver.
Yeah,
both of them.
They don't really necessarily have no excuses this year, right? Nothing. Nothing. Aren't they really in the Little Manning Bowl to try to suck this year?
Yeah.
Don't they want to suck? Don't they want to suck this year?
Yeah.
To get in that conversation.
Who's those teams that should go for Manning? I guess let's put it that way.
I know it's terrible to be talking about. You know what I'm saying, that's an NBA level mind state to be talking about tanking already, but.
Right.
The Colts don't necessarily have a first rounder, I don't think, but they would want, obviously, with the lineage that Peyton Manning left on this city, and them for sure having a need.
Have you seen the mocks?
I have not, man. No, Brandon.
Let me give you a little preview. Let me give you a little early season, little taste test preview.
I would imagine where. Go ahead. Go up there to where. But yeah, who's number 1?
So. Give me a second. My computer's acting weird. All right. Number 1, they've got Arch Manning going to the Cardinals, even though they just got Carson Beck. By the way, this is probably the number 1.
Legit, that's gonna be legit competition.
This is probably the number 1 quarterback class. There's a lot of quarterbacks going in this draft. Here we go. Number 2, they've got Dante Moore going to the Dolphins.
Okay. They need a quarterback.
Number 3, they got Julian Sayin going to the Jets.
That's what's going to be scary about Ohio State. He's a returner. You know what I mean? He definitely should be in the Heisman room for sure.
Number 4 got sorry, computer. 4 they've got Jeremiah Smith, Browns.
Okay. Jeremiah Smith. Okay.
I'm trying to bring up the other one. Right now my computer is it's acting crazy. Does not love this temperature, the temperatures of everything. Give me
I
a
wonder
second.
where they got. I wonder, you know what I'm saying, if they potentially got, you know what I'm saying, Sam Levitt a little high, or you know what I'm saying, our guy down in Ole Miss. I would have him a little, you know what I'm saying, a little.
Yeah.
I mean, I wanted him to come out this year.
So the next quarterback they have after Julian Sayin at 3, they've got CJ Carr going 9th to the Pittsburgh Steelers. And then
Okay.
you say quarterback.
McCarthy error is here, y'all.
They've got Darian Mensah, quarterback Miami, going to the Vikings at 14.
Mensah.
I probably said his name
all
wrong.
this is subject to change, though, Brandon. You know, you must know. All this is subject
and then they've
to
got
change.
Drew Mestimaker, the quarterback from Oklahoma State, going 32 to the Browns. So they do not have Chambliss or Levitt going in the first round.
Interesting.
They've got Steelers taking. Dude, I would love this draft if this fell through for the Pittsburgh. Get CJ Carr at 9, and then at 41, you get Quan Lacey from Ole Miss, the running back. I would love that. You asked for quarterbacks, John, on the Tankathon. No Levitts or Chambliss through the first 64 picks, first 2 rounds.
Interesting. Again, I believe all this stuff is going to be subject to change, and we'll see some of those names kind of float back into the first round.
Yeah, they got Lenora Seller at pick 40. No.
From South Carolina. Okay.
Yeah, 44. Jaden Mavia. By the way, when we can talk college football, people you need to stop on the hate with USC. So,
who does?
And then you got, hey man, the real question is how quick is Braden Swordsby going to possibly be in that top 10?
He's going to do you know what I'm saying, as long as his PR campaign is pretty good. There's still college teams still thinking about, you know what I'm saying, wanting to go through the litigation process to try to get him to come on, man. There's mini camp cuts, Brandon. I didn't understand that. Mini camp cut guys. So guys made the mini camps to the NFL team, but then they make the cut. So now college teams is trying to pick them up. Brandon, that's not right. If you make a mini camp, if you don't get whatever, man, once you leave your school, your eligibility should be done, man. Ain't no coming back. This is not a return. This is not a revolving door, Brandon. I'm kind of getting, you know what I'm saying? But these coaches, most of them Big 12 coaches, Brandon. Most of them are Big 12 coaches. These coaches are game to it.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Like I said, all this, you know what I'm saying, all this. Sorsby has, you know what I'm saying, the horrible PR. The betting is horrible. He tried to sue the NCAA. You know what I'm saying, failed that. Who else did he try to, you know what I'm saying, the NFL in a roundabout way just told the teams, man, we're not discussing that at all. So they just told him, sit this one out, buddy. Get you know what I'm saying, push up some weight, say your prayers, eat you some vitamins, tear off your shirt, you know what I'm saying, stay clean, get off the fan duels, remove it from your any of them bet apps from your phone, and you'll probably be an NFL quarterback next year. For sure.
Can I tell you who I think? Hey, can I tell you who's got good tape on him right now?
Who's got good tape out there?
Drew Aller's got good tape.
You liking what you're seeing?
I like what I see. I one of them's going to be out. I just don't know if it's going to be Will Howard or I honestly think it's probably going to be Mason Rudolph. I hate to say it, but I think it's probably going to be Mason Rudolph and Mike will keep the other 2 rookies / not rookie, Will Howard.
And let Mason go, you know what I'm saying, about his business.
Probably.
maybe catches
If
on
it
with
was
Detroit or
Tomlin, I
something.
think Tomlin would keep Rudolph, but since it's McCarthy, I think. But Aller's got good tape, man. He's zinging the ball. The fact that McCarthy said that he has taken him under his wing as a kind of a quarterback guru whisperer, and he's picking up all the signals and the check downs and the coverages this early with McCarthy, and he's doing the right things. I mean, he helped develop Aaron Rodgers. Not saying like it, when Rodgers came into the league after Favre left, but Aller's looking good, man. He's got that body. He's taller than Will Howard for sure. I think he's got a stronger arm.
Yeah, and we know the last few years at Penn State, it was, the coach is in, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. He was going to get fired. Again, the college football landscape.
Quarterback room in the NFL next year. If they keep both those guys and they end up getting CJ Carr or somebody, then you got the youngest quarterback room.
At least he ain't like the mayonnaise guy. I don't even know if he's still in the league anymore.
I heard he's going crazy.
He was good. Man, that was crazy right there. Eating mayonnaise out the jar.
Oh, come on now.
On the spoon?
Mayonnaise or Miracle Whip? Are you a mayonnaise guy or a Miracle Whip guy?
Either or, it don't matter.
I'm Miracle Whip, man. I won't do mayonnaise, but I'll do Miracle Whip. People are like, you're crazy. Do you know what's in Miracle Whip? I said, nope, I don't want to know. It's a miracle.
I just assume it's
and you whip it together.
Dead animals grease. That's what I assume it is.
Damn.
That's what Miracle Whip is. Dead animal fat.
It's just a miracle in a bowl, and you just whip it up together.
Absolutely.
Shout out. They might be our new sponsor. Miracle Whip. You looking for you looking sponsorship, we'll put you on the show.
Yeah. White bread, wheat bread.
You don't name matter. It. Sourdough. College football.
Did I lose it? There we go.
No, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. College football. Boy, John Signetti knows how to put different things in a target when he wants to. And this time around, John Sig says, hey, SEC, let me find it real quick. I'll play the video because it's, let me find as we're talking. But what'd Sig say? He said that when he came in the press conferences, he says, we're going to kick Ohio State's ass. We're going to kick Michigan's ass. And we're going to beat Purdue's ass. And everybody's like, oh, my God, he's crazy. I called him crazy for saying that, too. And I think you probably did as well. We're like, what's this guy coming in here doing?
I did.
Coming from JMU. And then they proceed to kick ass. He goes, Google me. I win. Backed it up. And then now this time, old Signetti decided to talk a little SEC smack, which I thought was great here. So I'm going to play the clip. I think it'll be it's just Sig being Sig, and I love it so much, even though he is for that team down south. So let me get the window up here. We're going to share the audio. All right.
Okay.
As soon as I hit play. Perfect. All right.
The Big Ten is the best league in football, and a lot of really good football teams. It's hard to win on the road. Very physical football teams, very well coached. It definitely prepares you for the playoffs. There's no doubt about it. The numbers speak for themselves. I mean, we don't run a hype machine up here in the Midwest. We believe everything's earned, not given. And when we fall short, we say we fell short. We don't cry a river, whine, and complain. All right? And that's why we're the best.
Coach Signetti.
In the most Signetti way ever, John. We don't cry, complain. Now, I will say, Ohio State whines and complains. Ryan Day the Beard used to whine and complain. Oh, they did this. And so he's half right. But what a comment by Signetti there. We don't, hey, SEC, no whining and complaining. It's tougher up here in the Midwest. We own you, basically, saying to the SEC.
Yeah, he's really feeling himself. There's a lot of national pundits that feel like that he's going to kind of just fall back into reality, and maybe Indiana doesn't become as a significant household name as it became over this past year. I not one of those. I think they have a regress year, but the future is bright. Whether this is quarterback, whether this is wide out coming, There's
When you
more.
say regress, in what way? Just not
So
national championship, not
just
champion
not
win.
just maybe not national championship.
Okay,
They Kirk has
it's tough to repeat.
they well scouted the portal. They well scouted the portal. They know who they want to have it on their football team. They know who fit their football team. I know that sounds cliche, but all those things are true. You can any naysayers can say, well, look at who they play before they get into Big Ten play. But again, they're gonna put in their face the Big Ten play goes from east to west, and they do travel. That's what they're gonna say. That they have a they already got an NFL schedule because they're going east to west. Whether they playing on the west, like Oregon, and I know they're fading some teams this year as well. They're ducking. That's on the schedule makers. But again, they go from east to west, and that's kind of their feather in their cap. Kirk Cignetti national champion, man. What do you want me to do? Tell me, oh shucks, man. We just gonna try to roll
hold on, because there's a second wave of this now.
Go ahead.
He goes and says this, and then they back out of their series with Notre Dame.
Wait a minute. They backed out, or did Notre Dame back out?
Indiana backed out, so Notre Dame got back with USC.
Talking bad against the Catholics. No, I know it's officially that that it's kind of being reported that IU backed out of this particular game. Again, you have to navigate.
You can't say one thing and then do this less than 6 hours later.
Do the Golden Domers have a golden ticket in their pocket that, So the rules, they have to, it's like a Game of Thrones, man. It's like chess. I'm sorry, y'all. You got Notre Dame. Okay. Notre Dame, IU's no more. Sorry, y'all. Y'all not going to go downtown to the bars and lose your mind like you want to downtown Indianapolis. It's not coming to Lucas Oil. Sorry. Okay. But guess what? South Benders, you got USC in 2030. You got it back on. The coach from USC better watch his mouth. He liable to be working for Notre Dame as an offensive coordinator. He liable to. He liable to. Anyway, work like a champion. But that's back. He won't be Brandon. What I'm trying to say, he won't be the coach. He will not be the coach in 2030. If he's the coach in 2028, right? 2027.
He might be in the NFL.
Maybe, right. But the game's back on. So Notre Dame has to go to bigger money games, if they want to continue to compete on, and being playoff contention and give the network back what they want.
Right now? Why are you giving them a slip? Were you giving Indiana a pass? Cignetti says all this, and then they are the ones that get rid of the not Notre Dame. It was them. So what do you got to say to that?
What was a replacement game? I'm sure it was a great replacement game. I'm sure it was. Maybe a Cincinnati.
Western Kentucky, North Texas.
Great game.
Directional. What you named the directional school, and it's probably them.
But what do you think about the future? What do you think about IU this year and beyond?
I think they're at least a 10-win team, if not 11 wins this year. The tough one they probably have is probably Ohio State, and then Michigan. Michigan will still be tough regardless. Okay, got a decent coach up there. I don't trust the coach, but they got a decent coach. So I got them at 10 or 11 wins this year. But here's my concern, and I was talking with somebody about this the other day. It's written in their schedules that at some point that they have a underwritten rule requirement for the ACC, the SEC, in the Big 12 to within your scheduling guidelines to schedule at least one team from a different Power 4 conference.
Correct.
Big Ten has done most of that. Purdue's done it. Ohio State's done it. Sorry, the Power 4s or Notre Dame. Okay, Purdue's got Notre Dame on there. Ohio State's done it. Michigan's done it because Michigan's got Oklahoma. The two teams in the Big Ten that have not, of all those teams, Indiana and Penn State. I think the Big Ten needs to make it a requirement themselves. If you think you're going to be the big kahuna, we've won the last 3 national titles and we're over SEC now, and you were talking cupcake schedules with the SEC saying, hey, you need to step it up and quit playing this Furman and Georgia State and Southern. It's time for at least every Big Ten team to at least have one game out playing at least a Power 4 or Notre Dame from the other side. You have to.
Is the new Pac-12 going to be looked at as a Power 4 once the season is over?
I think it's going to take another year.
Okay. I don't know, Brandon. A lot of blandness in the Big 12. A lot of blandness. I really
Easy.
believe. You
don't trust Texas Tech like I do.
Bear Brockmeyer and them should just run over everybody. Bear
Oklahoma
Brockmeyer
State
and BYU.
It's going to be a good team.
I'm just saying in conference play, I know BYU plays Notre Dame, but Notre Dame's playing at BYU. There's a lot of offensive talent that Notre Dame ain't gonna be taking when so the homie Jeremiah Love won't be there. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I think BYU, like I said, there's a lot of blandness. Houston should be pretty good as well. They got a pretty good, you know what I'm saying? They brought in a 5-star, you know what I'm saying, high school kid, and the other, what's his name? Is his name Perriman? No, Henderson. Henderson is the starter. He's returning. So Houston still will be good, but I don't know. I don't know if any of those teams make the playoffs at all.
Purdue's made their way, starting to get the right thing in there, John. Their new athletic director.
Now you're feeling good about them.
No, come on. Relax. I didn't say we're feeling good.
Hold on. Let me get a drink of water. But go ahead.
They're starting to get the right thing in there. They've announced that Tommy McClellan is going to be named the Purdue athletic director. He'll be going tomorrow for a press conference there at Purdue, coming from Rice, where he was previously. The good news, John, in his background, he has been huge on fundraising, deputy fundraising. He's helped Rice raise money, even though it's a private school, raising money for fundraising stuff. His other 2 schools he was at, it was huge. Purdue's bringing him in so they can have the money for football, so they can have the money for their other sports, for basketball. So I think it's a good look. We'll see what he can do. Bobinski will be out. You can tell he just kind of rode the coattails. That Purdue University would be in trouble if the basketball team was not good. If the basketball team was not good, I don't want to know what the athletic department would look like. I really don't. But this new AD coming in, I think, is going to help Purdue. Everything I've read with his fundraising and the money that he can help kind of, and you got to produce now. You got to go get the donors, got to get the money. If you want to compete, especially in this Big Ten. And I still don't trust the coach in his media day.
Especially with Michigan State and Wisconsin going to still be in a flux. Michigan State, if I'm correct me if I'm wrong, they got rid of their superstar AD. He went to Kentucky, I thought. And this is a transition year. Put up a shut up for Luke Fickell and program. It was in Wisconsin. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Purdue might be able to get back into it. If some of the other teams are you know what I'm saying, go through a major overhaul.
Well, he said we would good enough's not what it was that I don't know. The head coach said something about the base. We know what the basement is now. We're not going to be there. We can't be there. Well, no, you can't. But sorry, based on your schedule, you maybe have 2 wins this year, 3 max. So, coach isn't the right guy. I'll say it again. He's the right coach.
Hold on.
Let us get our credentials, but coaching.
Right, absolutely.
There was something else NFL or college football I had for you.
Don't ask me about Cincinnati. It's not going to be a pretty picture. Don't ask me about Colorado. The first 3
do you have
games,
anything about the college act?
If Deion don't beat Georgia Tech and Northwestern,
We ain't talking about Deion Sanders. That's a joke of a program out there. We ain't talking about him. He's mailed it in.
No respect.
He's mailed it in, man. You don't have anything. You have anything on the college act with what the government's trying to do? With
it still got to go to the
SEC?
House. I thought it still got to go to the House. I thought it's not necessarily ratified. It's good that the Big Ten and SEC are talking similar language, but it's not ratified. So to be continued on that.
Jonathan Birdsong, politician, right here.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Never.
Indiana Fever. Had a good run. Well, they won 4 straight, scored over 100 points per game. ran into a buzzsaw a little bit with Minnesota the other night.
Hey, man, that little lady, Olivia Miles, Rookie of the Year, if not MVP. I don't know if she's going to be MVP, but Rookie of the Year, she got a lot of everything for you. Mid-range, three-pointer, point guard.
Why does everybody hate the Fever?
I like Olivia Miles, man. How could you not?
Why does everybody hate the Fever, man? Why are we public enemy?
One, you got polarizing Caitlin Clark, and now you have an equally polarizing, what's her name, Cunningham?
Sophie Cunningham,
equally polarizing. She's good looking, right, and she can play basketball, and she likes to talk, and she likes to really talk, and kind of talk around her personal beliefs and politics or whatever, and that's cool. But that's kind of why the Fever hate, or there's I guess some outside hate or whatever. But they got the strings. They're just really trying to push for the playoffs, get in there and make as much noise as humanly possible.
Your boy Double D is having a heyday with the WNBA stuff.
I don't even understand, man. Like the Donald Trump said something crazy 2 weeks ago. I just ignored it, man. Talking about maybe LeBron James is a racist, man.
I heard that too.
Yeah, like, that's
we're
a
just
lie.
spewing whatever. Apparently,
and then he comes out and says, if I owned the WNBA team, I asked LeBron, like, what are you doing? Like it's just this weird time that we in. You know what I'm saying?
Fall asleep at a funeral?
Like,
I saw a video of him asleep.
Don't get us in trouble, Brandon. Don't get us in trouble. I already had to talk to
we got the political minute here with Jonathan Birdsong and
I already talked to the important people all this weekend, man.
John, you might be on WIBC tomorrow morning. Who knows?
WIBC. Come on,
WIBC.
man. Give me at least TLC, please.
It'd be you and what's his name? Dark beard.
Hakeem Shabazz.
No, Hakeem Shabazz. Tony.
Tony Lamont. He ain't with the no. I don't know who's on WIBC. I don't know who's on that. Oh, Tony Cat. Okay. Shame on me. I don't listen. Hey, I'm locked into 107.
B10. What about B105?
Dude, I don't listen to nothing but the homies.
If our friend of the program, J&V, heard that you don't listen to B105.
No, they come on a different channel. You listen to them on 105?
Hell yeah.
No, I listen to them on 107.
Well, no, not. I'm talking about when J&V has his Saturday night show.
Oh, no. Yeah, Saturday night, that's different. You know what I'm saying? For sure. You know what I'm saying? For sure. Tap into that. He got that cruise control elevator music for you. Elton John, ranging from Elton John to Billy Joe. I won't even sing that right now. Maybe later.
Let's SummerSlam. 2 nights SummerSlam, John. First night, Punk and Rhodes match. I thought it was okay. Overall, the pay-per-view for the first day was I thought the second day, it was very emotional for a fan. I thought they got it right on all levels with every match. Yeah, you mixed in the Danhausen thing. That was the fun comedy thing of it. But they got everything else right that second night. Yeah, Kevin Owens coming back.
Yeah.
The surprise.
Injury, man. And nobody thought he was coming back at all.
Yeah, Gunther with the surprise in that match. You got Chad Gable winning the Intercontinental title.
They really must love Chad Gable, man. They let him go down the ladder, man.
Yep.
So
Chelsea Green winning the interim women's title. That the place popped for that.
Yep.
And then probably, John, 38 minutes of a great end to a rivalry with Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. I thought that match was done perfectly. I liked how they took some kickbacks to that storyline over the last 12 years.
With the Shield.
Funny story. I was at the very first event that the Shield came about, which was Survivor Series. It was Punk, Cena, and Ryback in a triple threat, and that's where the Shield came out of the crowd the very first time, and they had their thing. And then I was also at the Raw where Rollins took the chair to Roman, and it was over. So I've had my run in there, but I thought that match between those two was great. I've watched that match twice now. Just beautiful storytelling between the two, and they did the little Shield thing at the end to kind of put the close on that.
Mm-hmm.
So we've closed that chapter now. I do love that. Oba and Brock, I thought was a good match. Brock doing the right thing again, getting over Oba. He got over Cody when it was time. He got over. I'm trying to think who the other person. He got somebody else over at the time. When he took, I can't think who it was. Who did he take? He put over a couple people.
It wasn't Cena.
It was not Cena, but overall, and then Brock Lesnar announced his retirement. I think it was yesterday or so
Okay.
on McAfee's show. He officially retires, officially official. And yeah, you just heard from Brock, thanked everybody. And he's one of those polarizing figures in WWE history. I won't say if Mount Rushmore would have to have like 6, 7, 8 names on it, but I think overall what he's done for the sport, and then mixing into the UFC side of it and being a champion in that type of MMA boxing and fighting, to coming back, the different things he's won, the titles, Royal Rumbles, King of the Ring, into the Undertaker streak, those type of things. Man, hell of a career. We won't talk about much about the personal side, but hell of a career of Brock Lesnar in the ring.
Yeah, he's lived a charmed kind of life when it comes to combative sports, for sure. Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, give me some. I got something for you. I saw
What you got?
today. It was from the Undertaker.
Oh my God.
It was about his Mount Rushmore. I don't know if you saw it or not.
Mm-mm.
So, the Undertaker, they asked the Undertaker to put his Mount Rushmore of pro wrestling moments. There's only four moments you can put on Mount Rushmore. These are the 4 that he chose, and I like all 4 of them.
Okay.
Number 1, Hogan slamming Andre.
I agree with that. That's a great moment.
The Austin 316 promo.
At the King of the Ring?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hogan
Good.
Hogan and The Rock facing off. That WrestleMania 18, that stare down where the crowd just went completely flipped and nuts.
Okay.
And Lesnar beating the streak.
Really?
As the top 4 moments, he says, of Mount Rushmore.
He's real humble, man, because he's got some pretty good matches him and Mick Foley did, besides the one where he throws Mick Foley off top of the cage. A couple of buried live matches that I would still put over that Brock Lesnar, ending the streak, to be honest with you. There's too many other moments. Shawn Michaels coming down, that's incredible. Stop it.
But that's not even Shawn Michaels' best moment, I don't think.
Well, I like that Shawn Michaels. Well, no, Shawn Michaels putting Marginetti through the.
Thank you. That's the Mount Rushmore moment. That's the Mount Rushmore moment.
You know what I'm saying? Or Mr. Perfect catching his own football. You know what I'm saying?
You like that clip? I sent you that.
Yeah, I love that one.
Montreal screw job could have been one.
Yeah, on the WCW side, Shockmaster, that was horrible.
To be honest, Undertaker throwing Mick Foley off the cage, that could have been a moment.
Yeah, I would honestly, man.
Stone Cold in the blood and the sharpshooter.
Stone Cold and the beer truck,
dude. But you have to get 4. All of this going on, you can only get 4 moments.
It's hard.
And I know Flair winning the Rumble '92 with a tear in my eye.
With a tear in my eye, yeah. There's a lot of things that a lot. So
Warrior and Hogan.
When
I got to sit there and listen to Jesse Ventura, crisscross, and they're just going.
The NWO, when the NWO, when Kevin Nash, they show up on WCW programming.
Yeah, when Hogan turns.
And people are like, what? Lex Luger, when he was supposed to be on Raw, and he shows up live on Nitro.
Top 10 moment. Maybe we get.
Man, you ain't got no love. You ain't got
no, that ain't no.
He body slammed Yokozuna. You forgot about that.
Mae Young giving birth to a hand.
No, Mae Young taking the power bomb
from the Dudleys.
That was. I was like, ma'am, she's on a different level. She's on a different level. That lady's crazy. I thought she broke her back.
Oh, let me ask you this.
They need to have they probably should have Bengay laying out there for her to jump into.
Oh shoot. Vince McMahon appearing at the opening of WCW. That's a moment.
I hated it. I hold it in the palm of my hands.
A lethal dose of Man. He turns the chair.
I'm gonna release the poison. Yeah, that was.
I guess on a serious moment, we lost Dory Funk Jr. We lost Terry Funk earlier, a few months ago.
Terry
Now
Funk
Dory
already.
Funk. I didn't get to watch a lot of Dory Funk matches. I know you may have seen a few, just a
Very
little
few.
bit.
He was long in the tooth when I came around, but he was there to support his brother, and they always be whipping up on somebody. You know, whether it was Dusty Rhodes or the Road Warriors down south, they was always they ruled the territories. So R.I.P. to the Funk Brothers.
Somebody just tweeted me his Mount Rushmore 4. The TL Hopper debut. The Patriot beating Bret Hart.
Hey man, that's a great match though. That was a great match.
Fake Razor Ramon's debut.
That was horrible.
And the Boss Man feeding Al Snow Pepper. By the way, have you watched the Boss Man?
Didn't the Boss Man go third rope
Yes.
suplex with Hulk Hogan?
Yes.
That's on the Saturday Night Main Event.
Have you watched that doc yet?
Dude, don't make me pull out the wrestling magazines. That's on a different part of the vault, man. But nah.
What about Jake the Snake with the bite on Macho Man? That's a moment.
That's not Jake the Snake. Jake the Snake's best moment is when they tricked the Ultimate Warrior. And he said, "Trust me. Reach out for me. I'm a snake. You never trust a snake." That was awesome. And the Undertaker and Jake the Snake, they fooled the Ultimate Warrior.
But
fooled him.
But the bite on Macho Man, it was real.
He bit his elbow, built my elbow.
Now that's a moment.
You just want me to do it. You just want me to do it. Elizabeth, you just want it. I'll do it, Brandon. Here you go, bro.
Give it to me.
Elizabeth. No, man.
Oh shit.
Randy Savage got some pretty good moments too, as well. He put the bell over. He injured, you know what I'm saying, Ricky Steamboat with the bell to the throat.
What about Earthquake smashing Damien?
That was a hard Saturday to watch that, man. You know what I'm saying? You felt, you know, as a little kid, you like, man, he sat on Damien because he's a 400-pound man.
Mm-hmm.
A 400-pound man that sits on the snake, it's a wrap for the snake in a bag. It's a wrap. So
yeah, I agree. Yeah, I think
you can't think of nothing else. You ain't got no top 10 Bret Hart moments.
I did.
Or Owen.
Probably beating Ric Flair for the title in '92. That's the Saskatchewan first title.
Yep.
That would probably be a moment. Him there with that reversing that sharpshooter and then on the ropes. King of the Ring comes to my mind. I mean, obviously the Royal Rumble with Luger. That's something that's always on your mind. And just for the fun of it, the spit on. Which that anniversary just happened this past week where he spit on Michaels and Michael took the chair.
The Montreal Screwdriver. Yeah,
no. Where Brett spit on Shawn and then Shawn he hit the chair on Undertaker and he won his 5th title that way.
Oh yeah.
But if you want to say all of professional wrestling, I liked when Bret Hart wore the metal plate when Goldberg went to spear him and.
That was kind of cool. The streak of Goldberg is actually pretty memorable. But I can't necessarily think of one just great moment.
The Mount Rushmore, that's tough. But I do like what Undertaker has on there. But man, there's been a lot of moments.
Yeah, there has been a lot of moments.
So that was crazy. But I wanted to bring up. There's been a lot of talk on Major League Baseball right now. The Dodgers went out and got Terrence Struble, John, the best pitcher out there. They went and bolstered some more. John, I think I've said this before the season started that this was going to be the last year before the lockout.
Right.
And I think this trade, I think it's done it because the system is broken. The Dodgers, John, have $1.1 billion in deferred money over the next 37 years.
Correct.
Broken system
because everybody's not playing by those particular rules. They have stacked the deck. I will say, Brandon, it's not like other teams haven't made big time trades.
The Mets are 181 million. 181 million. The Dodgers are 1.1 billion.
Yeah, yeah, it's weird. It's not weird, but it's rather interesting. But other teams have made trades. The Yankees made trades.
They did.
The Boston Red Sox made trades as well. It just seems like why did the rich need to get richer in this regard when you know what I'm saying?
As they got swept by the Cubs this
Well,
week.
as they
Let me
got
just go ahead
the
and put
Cubs,
that out
well,
there.
and the Cubs, I thought didn't the Cubs make a trade as well?
Cubs did. They traded a number 2 prospect, but they got a really good pitcher over there from the Mets, Clay Holmes. And I think they made another move as well. But hey, they swept the Dodgers this week, so props to them.
I'm kind of, and I'll get into the weeds of it later on this week. I'm kind of surprised that Milwaukee didn't. I'm definitely surprised that the Atlanta Braves didn't. Again, the teams that kind of have playoff contention on their mind, and you see all this movement kind of happen around you. They didn't make any significant moves. So
yeah, I was asked earlier tonight who I like for the World Series right now.
Oh man, why do they be crystal ball Brandon Reef over here?
Who I was going to put a bet on.
Okay.
And they asked me, and I said, to be honest, I'm going to put on the Brewers. Just at plus 900, having the Brewers squad at plus 900, John, it's great value. Dodgers, you're not getting anything out of it. They're plus 160. So it's,
Right.
and the Yankees are plus 600, but you can't trust the Yankees. Aaron Judge has been hurt. Brewers are 900. You want to have a fun race, you can put it on the Cubs at plus 1500. I think that'd be, I might put 10 on them myself tonight for it, just at least have something to go for. But no, I think the Brewers are one of those teams you always think is going to go far in those playoffs, and they end up getting bounced in that NLDS somehow on a couple kooky plays there in a game 5 or something with that. But no, they've lost some few games. They won last night because I had them in part of my parlay. Thank God they won. But the Cubs are hot right now, and the Cubs are rolling, and I think they're down to 4.5 or 5.5 is the race right now in the NL Central. Reds are making a little bit up, John, but yeah, it is what it is. But no, man, I think enjoy baseball. I'm going to tell you one more time. It's August. Enjoy baseball. You have 3 months of it, and then it's probably going to be locked out for a while.
Yeah, the ownership is not agreeing with the other owners at all.
You know who's extended, though? Live Golf. They say they got funding now, John, from a private investor to keep it alive beyond this season. They didn't identify who it is or how much money it's going to be. But they're also with this, they're going to make the golfers the majority equity holders in Live Golf then. So it's going to be a first for the first major global sports league to do where your players are in it. Next year's events are going to have 10 total events, 5 team major events. They're going to be all international. And then there's going to be 5 signature events here in the United States next year. So only 10 events. This will be everything that I'm hearing and seeing, and I've been told that this will be the last event hosted in Westfield, Indiana for Live.
Okay.
A couple weeks. So they won't be back.
Couple weeks. Squeeze it all in, Westfielders.
Yeah. Squeeze it in right up the road. Klay Thompson, man. Does he got any game left in him that LA or Miami would want to go after?
Yeah, he's saying all the right things about getting out of Dallas, but I don't like some of the destinations. LA, that's no. I get it, maybe spend time as a youth there, grew up a Lakers fan. Obviously, spent infinitesimal time as a professional in California. So I would want him to go back to the Golden State Warriors to just put the band back together for like one more, one more round. There's no real great expectation or level of like we got to get to a championship if Klay comes back, if he does go back to Golden State.
And I see he had beef with Kevin Durant.
He doesn't necessarily put Miami over the top.
Did he have beef with Kevin Durant? Did I see that this week?
I didn't know nothing about that. They having Twitter.
Okay, I'm gonna look it up while you're talking.
They having Twitter beef. That's ridiculous, man. So, but no, man. While I'm talking, man, we can talk about while we haven't set a particular date just yet. I don't think, but the Game Time Cross Time podcast is coming, where we talk about nothing but college football. And I can't wait, you know what I'm saying, to chop it up with our homies, Isaiah Hoffman. Can't wait to chop it up with our homie, D-Cot. Well, I think Hoffman is going to be running some boards for us. He might not necessarily be with us from week to week, but D-Cot's going to be on there. And we know he got pages and pages of nothing but SEC, you know what I'm saying, analytics for us, man. So I can't wait. The pushback for me, it's not no pushback. I got a bunch of the Pac-12 is feeling good about itself. They got a network deal.
They got Texas State out there.
Stop it.
Pac-12 ain't feeling nothing.
They got better network deal. They not going through the ESPN. You don't have no love for ESPN and all their politics. They ain't going through ESPN. They're going through USA. They're going through CW. So all them daytime Saturday morning games. You know what I'm saying? You early sports bettors. You can get you some Pac-12 bets in early.
So I found what the beef was. There was a tweet that Kevin Durant was responding to. Shocker.
Okay.
About the Philly big three of Embiid, LeBron, and Brown is better than the big four of Draymond, Clay, Durant, and Steph. And Easy Money Sniper, Durant says, at Tev Stakes, ain't close, laughing my ass off. Joel, MVP recently. Jaylen Brown, recent finals MVP. Tyrese Maxey, all-star the last 3 years. We all know what Braun does. Klay Thompson, never an MVP candidate. Nothing. 22 points a game. Draymond, 14 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. Steph an MVP just like Joel was. I don't get how the Warriors team is better on paper. So he's dishing. And then Clay responded back to him, says, hey, man, you good? What you using my full government name for? So
Durant said the Warriors team that he played for
is not better than
the current Philadelphia product. We shall see. Again, Brandon, what's the focus?
It's off season, baby.
What about your Houston Rockets?
Uh-oh.
What's the focus? Why are you jumping?
I already told you what the Rocket vibe was down there.
I know. You say, get him up out of here. Get into another team. Nobody wants him. They stuck with him.
James Harden signed yet?
It's bad. It's bad, man. I said either went
Kawhi Leonard traded. What happens first? He signs or the Kawhi trade comes through?
The Kawhi trade is being vetoed as we speak. It's not happening. It's not happening. Vetoed.
Why isn't Harden signed yet?
You would think they can't come to a contractual obligation for him. He doesn't want to stay in Ohio. That's probably what it is. And for him to stay in Ohio, he probably wants 36. LeBron told you no, so he probably wants whatever percentage of like what LeBron plus what y'all thought. But I mean, they're not gonna give him no $40 million. You'd be crazy. Not even for no.
They do throw a lot of money around. Remember, they gave Chandler Parsons like $80 million over 2 years.
He'd be good if he gets 2 years out of them for somewhere in like the $60 million range. It's highway robbery, but that's probably where he should be living at. 2 years, $60 million.
Somebody commented on the live stream on Twitter. James Harden just signed officially a 1-year deal with Planet Fitness.
He's in shape. Don't do that. He's not Kyle Lowry. Don't do that.
The deal reportedly includes unlimited Tootsie Rolls and a personal exemption from the lunk alarm.
Let me get this straight. We got Miracle Whip as a sponsor potentially. Planet Fitness. And who else? I mean,
I'm on board.
You missed another. You said another one, man. We got to make sure we get these.
Shout out Pepsi. Look for sponsorship.
I like
it too. Love Pepsi.
This dude up here, don't be putting that up here. They ain't paying us.
They will be.
There you go.
What else you got, John? Yeah, our college football show coming up. I can't wait, man. I'm ready. I've got
I know
the new graphic updated.
Yeah, I know people probably wanted to get into the real weeds of it. Again, Big 12 is a little bland. The two best teams, the two best conferences are I would say this year are the Big 10 and the SEC.
Until the sleeper.
until the ACC shows us something. There's a lot of fighting dogs in the ACC, but until the ACC kind of just shows us something, somebody finally ascends. Again, we probably are really living in a Big Ten and SEC kind of world as it pertains to the playoffs.
I like that Louisville squad. They only got one tough game, and it's early. They could be in the college football playoff.
They could.
I still believe in Penn. You see all these people now talking about Penn State after I did, saying that, hey, they've got the schedule. They've got the schedule. I came from me first. And now everybody's like, oh, Penn State.
He's doing his victory lap on y'all. He's doing it. Hey, man, do you think, I know before we go, I had one from the racing world. I know some guys was out there fighting a couple this past weekend in the truck in the trucks, man. I guess somebody checked somebody else into the. I forgot the daggone names. Who, you know what I'm saying? But they had a little tussle out there. I shared it on the story, man. You know what I'm saying? When the drivers get.
That's been 2 weeks ago. None of them raced this past week. Everybody was off.
The networks are having issues with NASCAR about length of the races. Is that right? Are they having issues with, like, some ham said that the cautions need to be shorter?
They do. They do. They're way too long.
So the cautions need. So you agree with that? That's
they're
kind
wasting
of
too many. They're wasting too many laps on cautions. Like I saw a thing this year that said 36% of the races are all cautions this year. That's a problem.
Well, the Brickyard have how many? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I get it. So okay.
Yeah, they got some work to do. But IndyCar tested out a new car that they're going to be coming out with, the Indy
Like a rocket.
IR28. Yeah, it sounded good, looks good. We'll see. They still need to. By the way, for Indianapolis Brickyard, it's not this track's fault for the racing. It's the car. That car is not made for that type of passing. Two lanes of passing, and the drivers have talked about it. They hate the car themselves. It's like driving a brick. So,
that new car,
the NASCAR wise.
Oh, NASCAR wise. Okay.
Yeah. So it's but it's not the track's fault. They'll hopefully get it figured out. And the problem is they keep taking horsepower away, and that's a problem. We talked about it with my racing guys. They've lowered the horsepower for the Daytona race here in a couple weeks to try to get pack racing back together again with more passes and the fuel mileage, not just trying to save fuel and just hanging out for the race, making it more exciting. And I think it's going to be a problem in Daytona coming up. I really do. The problem with NASCAR is they need to have more horsepower. Free up the cars, give it more horsepower. It makes the racing funner, more fun. And that's how you solve it. And they can't. So anything else before we go, John?
No, man. I think that's all we got, man. We covered a lot of ground tonight, from professional wrestling to NASCAR to college football,
WNBA to MLB.
So, a little NBA, a little, you know what I'm saying, college basketball for sure, man. So yeah, we can wrap it up.
We got our college football show coming up. First one's going to be on the 16th at 7 p.m. on Sunday the 16th. Jonathan Birdsong, myself, D-Cod, the Cross-Time College Football Show. The first one, we're going to go through the conferences. We're going to talk about some sleepers, some favorites, what do we like for Heisman, those type of things, and give some predictions, because week one will be coming up, and then God bless us all. We've got Pick'em back, me, Jonathan, and Tanner, because Tanner is ready to roll. By the way, I hung the banner last year.
Brandon Reed hung the banner.
So I'm up I got two banners right now. So
yeah, Brandon Reed hung the banner and Pick'em last year. I have promised myself and D-Cot and Brandon Reed I will not go explosionary apocalypse moment like I did, you know what I'm saying, the first episode that we had, you know what I'm saying, when we had that Matrix moment between me, you, and D-Cot, and I had to get, you know what I'm saying, quieted down. So
I forget what that was in regards to. Was it college football?
Yeah, it was a college football one. You know what I'm saying? We got into a tongue tussle about Notre Dame and Alabama.
That's what it was. Yeah. Yeah.
You go back to Notre Dame. This is the guy. There you go. You go back to Notre Dame. You're not going to overtalk me.
Oh, I got to find the old clip of that. We got to put it out. Put it out. Then put it out.
Brandon. I'll send it back to you.
Send it back again. We have to put that out as we approach the show, because we're going to have another one of those moments. Hell, it might be me and D-Cot this year. Who knows?
Oh, wow. There you go.
Oh, Hey, LSU. So LSU, Bama. Yeah, that's Jonathan Birdsong. I'm Brandon Reed. Please like, subscribe, and share. If you got it on podcast, we're on Apple, Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio. Those
Count it up.
podcasts are listed there. If you're watching on Facebook Live or on YouTube, please like, subscribe, share. That helps us get across to the masses. Thank you to our sponsor, Scott K. Nickel State Farm Insurance. Jonathan Birdsong Brand. We'll be back next Wednesday night, as always. We'll get the show cracking again. Have a great rest of your week. If something crazy happens over the weekend, we may go live for that, a little recap. So until then, Jonathan Birdsong, Brandon Reef. We'll see you guys. Have a great rest of your week.
Thanks for listening to the Crossroads Sports Radio Show. You can find more episodes on iTunes and the Google Play Store. Be sure to like and subscribe for more Crossroads sports content.